Welcome back to Marinette. Good morning, everyone. Steve Maves, Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Keel Jacoby, and Mike Wen. Some changes here we've got for Eau Claire batting. So Cooper Dykes is the only one right now, the batting order here, and then some defensive changes which we'll have. Cooper Dykes hitting for Trenton Palmer, and he'll be playing second base when they come back into the field. I'll give you those defensive changes here in just a second. So Dykes, the second baseman, we figured Austin Remington will bat and play third base. Patrick Callahan will go out and play left field. So that is the changes. We'll have all those. And the pitcher for Janesville here in game number 2, or not game number 2, the resumption of last night's game is going to be the righty Dylan Snyder. So it's 3-0 Janesville. They scored 3 runs in the first inning against Austin Remington. The tough break, I guess, goes to Janesville because C.J. Dupuis last night had 7 strikeouts in 3 innings, including 7 of the last 8 outs that he recorded. So he was on fire on the mound for Janesville, and now he'll hand the ball over to Dylan Snyder. Dylan, a graduate from Janesville Craig this last spring. Cooper Dykes will be at the plate. Again, the scenario for today is if Eau Claire can come back and win, they will take on Sheboygan at approximately 1 o'clock, depending on how quick this game goes. If Janesville holds on to win, Janesville will play Sheboygan at 1, and then the winner of that game will take on then the winner of the Janesville-Sheboygan game would take on Eau Claire at approximately 4 o'clock.
At the top of the 4th inning, number 5, Cooper Dykes.
Cooper Dykes going to lead things off here this morning as we resume game number 13 of the tournament. The offering from Snyder misses outside, and we're back underway. 1 out here in the 4th. Sawyer Stein lined out to shortstop right before the delay last night. And Snyder pumps in a strike, and it's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Eau Claire's second straight resumed game. They were rained out on Thursday night. Had to come back yesterday and play a couple of games, or one complete game. And then back resuming here today. The 2-1 going to be fouled straight back, and Dykes evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Knickerbocker and then Austin Remington, if the inning continues, Sam Knickerbocker will get in at bat. The 2-2 going to be lined into left center. That one's going to get down. It's going to be cut off out there by Jack Ryan. But a leadoff base hit for Cooper Dykes. Cooper was not in the lineup last night. He is hitting for Trenton Palmer. And now the catcher, Sam Knickerbocker.
Now batting the catcher, number 35, Sam Knickerbocker.
The first base runner for Eau Claire since the first inning. It's their first hit of the game. They had runners at first and third in the first inning, and then C.J. Dupuis struck out Trenton Palmer and got Knickerbocker to ground out to end the first inning. And Sam looks at a ball low and in. Eau Claire has already cemented their name in a national regional next week in Midland, Michigan with their win yesterday against Sheboygan. Now it's going to be lifted to right. Long run for Nick Gregg. He's going to settle under it and drop it. Gregg drops it out in right field. And Eau Claire's got something cooking here on a base hit and an error. Now Austin Remington.
Now batting number 15, Austin Remington.
Remington going to play third base here in the resumed game. He pitched last night in 3 innings, gave up those 3 runs on 5 hits. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. The first offering misses low to Austin. It has been a constant this week. Usually the night games over in right field, but today an early error in right. There's been a lot of errors in right field, especially in the night games. Remington looks at a ball high, 2-0. Tyler Iverson, I believe, is awaiting on deck. Yeah, sure is. Dykes and Knickerbocker, the base runners. Remington swings and misses, and it's 2-1. Runners at first and second with one out. The 2-1 from Snyder. Going to be lined fouled on the left field line, and still in play, but well foul. And Coach Kerry Michaels going to go down and retrieve that ball. Snyder comes set on the 2-2. Breaking ball popped up on the infield, and it's going to be caught. An infield fly was called, and there are 2 outs here in the fourth. And now Tyler Iverson.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Tyler Iverson.
Runners could not advance. Now there's 2 on and 2 out. Iverson struck out looking in the second inning. That was going to be grounded over to short and bobbled for a second. They go to second to end the fourth inning. No runs on a hit, an error, and 2 runners left on base. We've played 3.5 innings. It's Janesville 3, Eau Claire 0. You're watching the Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Bottom of the fourth inning we go here in Manitowoc. It'll be Nick Gregg to lead things off, the right fielder who just had that error in the fourth inning. But other than that, doesn't look like any changes right now. Again, the defensive changes, though, for Eau Claire. The defensive changes for Cooper Dykes will be at second base. Austin Remington to third. They must have a new left fielder as well, unless Patrick Callahan went out to left. And Eli Rathke, the new pitcher.
Number 13, Eli Rathke, started things off in the bottom of the fourth inning for Janesville. Is the right fielder, number 11, Nick Gregg.
Nick Gregg to lead things off here in the home half of the fourth inning. Ground out to end the first last night. Rathke on the mound for Eau Claire. Wheels and deals his first offering. It's going to be line foul and out of play. And started this game a little bit early to get things rolling here in Marinette on Championship Saturday. Missed outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now it's going to be hit over and into right field. Leadoff base hit for Nick Gregg. It's a good start here for Janesville in the 4th inning. And now Logan Juszka, the first baseman.
Now batting the first baseman, number 15, Logan Juszka.
Logan grounded out to first back in the 2nd inning. Juszka, the first baseman. J.C. Campbell awaiting on deck. Greg, a good lead over there. Sawyer Stein holding him on. Rathke fires home, squares the bunt, and misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. J.C. Campbell on deck, then back to the top of the order. Rathke comes set. Remington way in out of the grass at third. Squares the bunt again, pulls it back, in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Throw over to first, and that one gets away. There's an error on Rathke. Greg, not a huge lead, and that's the trouble that you have if you do that. And giving the Janesville Post 205 ball club an extra base. Runner at second, and nobody out. Rathke comes set, fires home, squares the bunt again, nicely done. Third base side to second, they'll get the out there. But now Nick Gregg all the way over to third base because of the error. And there's one away here in the 4th inning for J.C. Campbell.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, J.C. Campbell.
J.C. struck out, and the infield plays in for Eau Claire, trailing 3-0 here in the 4th. Everybody with their feet on the grass, offering. That one bounces away. And no play at home, and Janesville adds one here in the 4th. Great start for Janesville here in the resumption of this game. 1 ball and no strikes to J.C. Campbell. Now nobody on and 1 out. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Jake Schaffner waiting on deck. Hickson fires home. Fouled at the plate. They said it hit him in the box, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4-0 Janesville, bottom of the 4th inning. Rathke wheels and deals. Just missed. Rathke was starting to make his trek around the mound, and Knickerbocker was ready to throw it around. It's just a bit high, maybe. The 2-2. That one missed. That one did miss high, and the count runs full now to the number 9 hitter, J.C. Campbell. Rathke, a graduate from Eau Claire North this last spring. And bounced in there and lost him, walking the number 9 hitter. And now back to the top of the order for Janesville. Runner at first now for Jake Schaffner.
Now batting number 7, Jake Schaffner.
Jake, a single and a walk in his 2 plate appearances in this game. Runner at first and 1 out. Campbell stays put. Missed outside. One ball, no strikes. Jack Ryan awaits on deck. A big swing and a big miss. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. And this will wrap up our Legion coverage this summer. Been pretty fortunate that until about the last 3 weeks when it's playoff time, had no rain delays during the regular season. Had one last week and a handful of them this week. During the regular season, we may have had one cancellation. There's a swing and a miss. That's 2-2. That was right before the end of the year. The week before regionals, it rained in central Wisconsin. The 2-2. Throw down to second is not in time. And the catcher Campbell steals second base. The pitch was outside and it's 3-2. So another runner in scoring position for Janesville here in the 4th inning, with only one out in the top of the order. Schaffner at the plate. A good lead out there for Campbell. Nobody holding him on. The 3-2. Fouled back. Staying alive is the Janesville shortstop. Ryan awaiting on deck. Fielder's choice and a line out today for Jack. Rathke looks at his runner Campbell. Nobody holding him on. Payoff and lost him. So leadoff single, a sacrifice bunt, and back-to-back walks here in the 4th. And now Jack Ryan, a fielder's choice and a line out today.
Now batting number 8, Jack Ryan.
And now a meeting on the mound for Eau Claire. I'd like to thank our Marinette sponsor, City of Marinette, Schuker Law, Stevenson Bank, Marinette high school class of 1982, Finn Cantieri, Riverside Auto, Wapaka Foundry, Hometown Family Restaurant, Marinette Lions, Hanson Onion Martell Funeral Home, Best Western Riverside Inn, Polzine Dental, and Bellin Health. Again, without all of our friends up here in Marinette and all over the state, we would be unable to bring you these games live and free all week long, all summer long. Again, from the start of football season last year until the start of football season in a couple of weeks, it's going to be well over 1,000 broadcasts here on Zaleski Sports in one calendar season, probably closing in on 1,200. It's a lot, that's for sure. And we can't do it without our sponsors. We can't do any of these games without them and all of our fine employees at Zaleski Sports, including the handful of them that came up here to Marinette this week. A long week it's been, but a rewarding week. And Ryan looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. And Schenk awaits on deck. Aiden pitched the first game for Janesville. Janesville lost their opening game to Appleton 3-1. Came back and beat Marinette on Wednesday. Beat Plover on Thursday. Offering home. This is low and in. Runners at first and second with one out. We play in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0 Janesville. And we fouled at the plate into the Janesville dugout. Right into a backpack there. There you go. You got the lightsabers as well for the Post 205 Ball Club. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Comes set. Does Rathke to Ryan. Got him looking right at the knees, and a big strikeout for Eli Rathke. That's the second out of the inning. Not something that happens very often, a Jack Ryan strikeout. Now Aiden Schenk, the center fielder. take a look at it in between half innings here. But it does not happen very often where a team that loses their first game had a shot at winning a state championship. We'll look at that here in between half innings. Fires home, driven deep to center field. Back on it is Thillman in front of the warning track, and that'll end the fourth inning. A run on one hit, 2 walks, 2 runners left on base. We've played 4 complete, 4-0 Janesville. You're watching the Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament. Zaleski Sports.
2 left on base.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to Marinette as we head down to the field. Here's Mike Wendlandt.
Taking a look in the Eau Claire dugout and listening over the past inning or so, especially these last couple outs, Coach Faunus was not been happy with the effort and chatter that's been going on there. He knows this team is capable of coming back and winning this game, especially with both teams having to start fresh, but he is ready to get his team on the right track. He knows they're in the championship game, but he knows they'd rather play just one more game instead of having to wait till 4. So we'll see how this bolds up, how this talk he just gave them between innings is going to hold up, and they're going to see how they can come back against Dylan Snyder. So the Eau Claire dugout ready to go. They're a little more fired up now after that talk. We'll see how the rest of the game goes, and we'll send it back up to Steve Mays with the call.
Thank you, Mike, with that report. As again, Eau Claire, if you are Eau Claire, you don't really want to have to sit around until that 4 o'clock game, and you got some work to do. The Janesville offense has got the momentum. Janesville's got the momentum, especially going back to that win against Plover on Thursday. Coming back, again, going that 7th and now the first innings of the last 2 games, they scored 11 runs against 2 of the top teams in the whole state. In Plover, they scored 8 runs in the 7th inning against Plover on Thursday afternoon. They came back last night and scored 3 in the first against Eau Claire, and they lead after getting 1 more in the 4th, 4-0. Eau Claire's only got a single hit, and now Patrick Callahan, Rathke, and Thillman for Eau Claire. And the first offering is good for a strike. The 0-1 to Callahan, fouled up and out of play, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 to Callahan is swung on and missed. Patrick going down for the second time with a strikeout, and that's strikeout number 1 for Dylan Snyder. So winning a state championship after losing your first game, it's only been done 8 times, and it hasn't not been done since 2005. And the first offering to Rathke is good for a strike. Watertown did it in 2005, De Pere in 2004, Beloit in 2000. Stevens Point did it twice in 96 and 92. Appleton Legion did it in 1991 and 1979, and Oconomowoc in 1985. Janesville trying to add themselves to that list. Two balls and a strike. Missed inside, 3-1. Top of the order, Brayton Thillman awaiting on deck. The 3-1. He hit over to third. Slow roller to Jacobson. Across, up the line, and safe. His foot was off the bag, and an error on Jacobson. over at third base. And Eau Claire's got a base runner here in the 5th for Brayton Thilman, the top of the order.
Now batting number 4, Brayton Thilman.
Eau Claire just continues to climb the ladder, though, in all-time state tournament wins. They've got 3 this weekend, up to 94 all-time state tournament wins. Janesville was at 65 coming into this week. That was going to be lined and off the glove of Seabuth. And there's 2 on now. A base hit there for Brayton Thilman, the second hit of the game for Eau Claire. And now Elliott Heights for post 53.
Elliott Heights.
Kicks and fires to Snyder and looks at a strike. Does Elliott Heights. This is Marinette's 8th time hosting the state tournament. Popped up left field side, drifting over, long run, diving and can't quite make it as Ryan. A good effort out there by Jack. And the counter runs 0-2. Marinette is now tied with Eau Claire and Wisconsin Rapids for the most state tournaments hosted at 8. Wisconsin Rapids will surpass Marinette and Eau Claire next year when they host. Wisconsin Rapids will be up to 9 next year. And checked his swing, and it's 1-2. Check down to second base, I believe. 1-2 with Sawyer Stein waiting on deck. Just missed inside. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Lifted up and out of play. Quick note on Marinette hosting the state tournament. This ballpark, Pedersen Ballpark, hosted 4 Class AA tournaments for a state record of 11 times. So they are technically the state leader in hosted state tournaments with the AA, then single A, and now AAA. So Pedersen Ballpark has hosted 11, and now this is their 12th state tournament. High chopper to first and foul. No, this is their 12th, I should say. So this is the 12th state tournament that Marinette has hosted in Wisconsin American Legion baseball history. 3-2 coming back to Elliott Heights. And he chopped over to first, picked up there to second for 1, across, not in time, back to third, and they got him! They picked off Rathke at third base. A heads-up play by Schaffner, and that will end the 5th inning. A double play to end it here in the 5th. No runs on a hit. There was an error, and there was 1 runner left on. We've played 4.5. It is Janesville 4, Eau Claire 0. You're watching the Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
After 4.5, the score.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back to Marinette as momentum continues to go towards Janesville here. CJ Dupuis will lead things off for Janesville, likely playing in right field. Oh no, that's where Nick Gregg's playing. Not really sure where CJ's playing. Pitcher is Snyder, unless they, not sure if you can just add a DH.
Number 27, CJ Dupuis.
I'll figure it out. Dupuis, 2 for 2 in the game last night. Also had 7 strikeouts on the mound. First offering to Dupuis is fouled up the first base line, and it's 0-1. Trace Jacobson to follow. And Tay Seabuth. The 0-1 to Dupuis is chopped foul again past first. Couple of healthy cuts there for CJ Dupuis. Taking a look at Eli Rathke trying to get back to third base. Those were his feet slipped down the third base line. Rathke misses. Heads up play there, though, by Jake Schaffner at short to double off Rathke, and it's 2-2 now to CJ Dupuis. Again, Dupuis was rolling last night. Had struck out the side in the second and third innings. Pass first again. That's 7 strikeouts, 7 of the 9 outs that he recorded via the strikeout, and a perfect, immaculate inning in the third. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, all strikeouts. I think we've had one 3-pitch inning this week. That was also with a base hit. If I remember right, there was a double play in that inning. That was going to be hit hard, right field side, not a play. Remains full at 3-2. Jacobson and Seabuth waiting on, or still due up in this inning. Rathke wheels and deals. Lined foul again. The count to, or the offering to Dupuis. And lost him. Phenomenal at bat for CJ Dupuis to start the 5th inning. That's the 3rd walk issued by Eli Rathke.
Now batting the third baseman, number 16, Trace Jacobson.
And now the 3rd baseman, Trace Jacobson, a double and a fielder's choice for Trace today, or in this game, I should say. First at bat of today for Janesville's 3rd baseman. Rathke gets one he likes. Good lead over there at first for Dupuis. He hit hard past third and foul. Oh, 0-1 to Trace Jacobson. Applying that tag on Rathke to end the Eau Claire 5th inning. Popped foul and out of play. Straight back, and it's 0-2. Trace Jacobson, a 2022 graduate of Janesville Parker. And that one's bobbled across and not in time. And an error over there at third by Austin Remington. Now there's 2 on and nobody out for Tay Seabuth. So Jacobson, one of the graduate returners for Janesville.
Now batting number 10, Tay Seabuth.
Good to see Tay back in the lineup. He slipped around first base last night. Also saw him getting taped up after infield practice and before the game. Tay, a 2023 graduate of Janesville Parker. Squares the bunt all the way in is Stein right in the back pocket. Squares the bunt and in there for a strike. Sawyer Stein right in the batter's box, just about. Was Stein, now he backs up a little bit, looks over to his dugout, and now he charges again. That one's down the third baseline. A perfect bunt for Tay Seabuth and a base hit. Can't get much prettier than that for Tay Seabuth. Perfectly placed there for Tay, and now the bases are loaded for Nick Gregg.
Now batting
Ground out and a single.
11, Nick Gregg.
Wow, that was with Remington playing back at third. Put her right down that third base line. Perfectly placed bunt for Tay Seabuth. Now bases are loaded. Corner infield plays in. Middle infield plays for a double play. And a big swing and a miss there for Nick, and it's 0-1. Nick Gregg going into his senior year at Janesville Craig in the Janesville Craig senior next, or in a couple of weeks. Rathke comes set. Takes a deep breath and fires home. 2-1 now. Rathke looks in and fires. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Now possibility of walking in a run here. I think for Coach Faunus, you just got to ride out Eli Rathke here. Popped up and out of play. The one positive note for Eau Claire is you're going to have Bennett Stockey available to pitch in the championship game. Bennett only threw 38 pitches against Sheboygan on Thursday night. Takes a deep breath. Popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule will be called. And there's going to be one away. One out now for Logan Juszka.
Now batting number 15, Logan Juszka.
And you're going to have Bennett Stockey and your full lineup. The thing that happened last night is that C.J. Varsho for Eau Claire, he batted in the first inning. He played defense in the first inning, and then he was taken out, so he can't bat in this game anymore. The leadoff hitter for Eau Claire. Also an arm available for Eau Claire if needed. He pitched in the spring state tournament for Altoona. There's a swing and a miss. Some warm-up action for Janesville. Looks like, I was going to say Trace Jacobson, but he stands at second base. See if we can find a number down there for you. The 0-1 to Juszka. Foul at the plate, and it's 0-2. Bases are loaded with one out here for the number 8 hitter, Logan Juszka. J.C. Campbell awaiting on deck. Janesville trying to put a big crooked number on the scoreboard here in the 5th. Rathke takes that deep breath. Gonna be hit into right field. That'll score 1. They're gonna hold Jacobson at 3rd. And RBI base hit for Logan Juszka. And Janesville gets another one. Bases remain loaded for J.C. Campbell.
Now batting number 9, J.C. Campbell.
Bases remain loaded with only 1 out, 5-0 Janesville. Bases remain loaded and 1 out for the number 9 hitter, Campbell. Good speed for a catcher is J.C. Misses high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Jack Nichols or Trace? Oh, yeah. Jack Nichols warming up. We had Jack in our chat box a couple of nights ago. Some different numbers here for Janesville than is on their roster. Probably on the score or on the lineup card, they got him corrected. Jack Nichols warming up for Janesville, 5-0 post 205, and there's a ball outside. Again, in trouble, walking in a run here with the bases loaded. Top of the order, due up next for post 205. Right down the middle for a strike, and it's 3-1. Scored 3 runs in the first, 1 in the 4th, 1 so far here in the 5th, still looking for more. Going to be hit hard to short and into left field. They're going to score 1. Sia Booth will stay, and it's bobbled out there. But a run will score on an RBI base hit for the number 9 hitter, J.C. Campbell. Jacobson scores easily. Sia Booth to 3rd. The base is loaded again now for the top of the order. And that likely will be it here with Coach Faunus out there heading out to the mound for Eau Claire. And they're going to bring in the left fielder, Trenton Palmer. No, that's not. Might still be Trenton out there. They got out there, number 3. Patrick Callahan will be the new pitcher. We'll have the pitching change when we come back here on Zaleski Sports. It's 6-0 Janesville, looking for more with 1 out. The top of the order due up next for post 205. We'll be back with the pitching change after this on Zaleski Sports.
Some of us are out to win championships. Others just want to win the moment. And for others, simply climbing a flight of stairs is a win. But for all of us, the small victories make life better. And none of us wins alone. When we get knocked down, it takes a team, an extraordinary team to help us heal like a pro. For your bones, muscles, joints, and everything else that makes life move, there's only Bellin Health. Welcome to your healthiest life.
Yep, there he is. Welcome back to Marinette as a pitching change here for Eau Claire. Patrick Callahan, the new pitcher, will head down to the field with a update from Cale Jacoby.
All right, thanks, Steve. Reporting live here from the Janesville dugout. They put up 2 runs already here this inning, lead Eau Claire 6-0. Again, this one continued after last night. You might think there'd be some momentum stoppage from Janesville there, but 3 runs here today, 2 in the inning, just 1 out. Janesville all business in the dugout, ready to go here today. 6-0 Janesville over Eau Claire, live from the Janesville dugout here on the field. We'll send it back up to Steve and see the rest of this inning on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you, Kale. As the Janesville Ball Club looking to continue that momentum. Patrick Callahan on the mound. First offering to Schaffner was missed for a ball. Rathke went to second base.
For Janesville, the shortstop, number
And
7, Jake Schaffner.
Time is going to be called. And our base, one of our base umpires yelling at something out or somebody or something out in the beyond the fence out there. Base remain loaded. The defensive changes. Cooper Dykes went out to left field. Eli Rathke went out to second base. And that one bounced in there as well, and it's 2-0. Callahan comes set. Fires home. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. Over on it, making a play is Remington, and he can't make the play. And it's 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Low for a ball, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And walks in a run. Another run comes in for Janesville. Station to station for post 205, 7-0 Janesville. And now Jack Ryan with an opportunity to blow this game even more open. A strikeout victim back in the fourth. Jack looks at a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The eighth hitter of the inning for Janesville. Aiden Schenk waiting on deck. Low and out, 1-1. Fielder's choice line out strikeout for Ryan. Bases loaded for Jack. Gonna be hit hard to right center, and that one is gonna get down all the way to the wall. One will score, two will score, and they are gonna send number 3, and Schaffner will score, and it's 10-0 Janesville. A 3 RBI double for Ryan. And that will do it here for the resumed game. Janesville will have a shot at a state championship berth. They will take on Sheboygan later on this afternoon. Approximate start time, 1 o'clock. Janesville with 6 runs here in the 5th inning to take down the undefeated Eau Claire Ball Club 10-0. It'll be Janesville and Eau Claire, or excuse me, Janesville and Sheboygan.
So is Steve coming down? Right?
Janesville and Sheboygan at 1 o'clock. And then Eau Claire will await the winner of that game. We'll be back with our Marquardt Motors post-game show after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. We want buying and taking care of your vehicle to be easy and convenient for you. Earning your trust is what matters most. At Marquardt, we know business is really about people and relationships, not dollar signs in the bottom line. That's why our salespeople are paid by salary and a bonus for volume, but never a commission on the amount you pay for your vehicle. It's why we offer comfortable waiting rooms with refreshments, home-baked cookies, and free Wi-Fi. Buying and servicing your vehicle should be both easy and comfortable. At Marquardt Motors, we know your vehicle is a huge part of your life, providing freedom of mobility and safety for your family. That's why we offer the largest fleet of free loaners in the area. It's also why we offer GM certified service and parts at very competitive prices. It's why we have GM certified and world-class technicians on our team. You can have peace of mind knowing that we'll be here to take care of you for as long as you own your vehicle. It's our goal to offer the best car buying and servicing experience in the Chippewa Valley. We can't promise to be perfect, but we will always strive to operate with integrity. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we've worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Welcome back to Marinette as Janesville continues their momentum here. 6 runs in the 5th inning, taking down Eau Claire 10-0. Coach, you said it against Plover. Just one inning can do it for you guys. A big inning here today to finish off and continue that momentum.
Oh, we're executing fantastic on offense, and that's usually what is the demise of a team. When your bats go, you go home, and if we can keep them going, we'll hopefully stick around for 2 more games. So. We'll see.
What was the message last night after the rain out? Obviously had to go back and regroup and everything, come back here and finish the game. What was the message after last night?
Well, there really wasn't a message other than, we can't, it's out of our control. These guys are just tough enough to come back with some resolve and get the job done. So, real happy for them.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach. Good luck, Sheboygan.
Appreciate it.
With that, we're going to sign things off. Next game, approximately 1 o'clock here on Zaleski Sports. It'll be Janesville and Sheboygan. The winner will take on Eau Claire at 4 o'clock. From Mike Wenlet, Jason Zaleski, Trevor Zaleski, Kill Jacoby, this is C-Mave signing off. We'll talk to you in about 45 minutes right here on Zaleski Sports for Game 14 of the Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament right here on Zaleski Sports.